beautiful day.
All right, I don't want to stir up any controversy right off the bat, but who's a Texas Tech fan today?
We've been going back and forth about it all morning. I told him just to give it up because it's time to go racing now.
It is time to go racing, and hopefully we'll have a great race today. I really want to tell you guys, I know that, economic times are tough now, and, it takes a lot for you guys to spend money to come to the race, and it doesn't go unnoticed. We sure appreciate it. I think NASCAR's got the greatest fans in the world, and we appreciate all you guys being out here. Really do.
Definitely appreciate it all. Well, let's before we get too much into Texas, let's backtrack a little bit. Let's talk about Atlanta last weekend. Why don't you recap Atlanta for us a little bit?
I'd rather not. I'd rather forget.
We don't have to. Right. Hey, then that's good with me. That's good with me. If I can let the Texas fans move on.
We did two things last week. We ran terrible and we wrecked. So that's a bad day. That's a bad day. I don't know how, we still finished 18th. I'm not real sure how we did that, but we just ran. I don't know, we won Charlotte a couple weeks ago, and, really felt like we had really got a good test there, learned a lot of stuff, and went to Martinsville and didn't run very well, ran 9th to 10th all day, and then went to Atlanta and ran 15th, 16th all day, and ended up getting a wreck in the last couple laps. So, real disappointed in the way we run the last 2 weeks. But, I have a lot of faith in my team. We work really hard together. We haven't been as good as we need to be. And that's not a good time of year not to be as good as you need to be. But I can tell you our guys and myself are working really hard. We're testing a lot. We're doing everything we know to do. We haven't been as good as we need to be, but, I believe we will be.
But again, it's a brand new day. It's a beautiful day in Texas. And I tell you what, former winner here, what's it going to take to get back to the front of the pack and go to victory lane here this afternoon?
Well, we did our typical qualifying the 30s deal, you know what I mean, and got to come to the front. We do real well at qualifying poorly. That's something that we excel in. I have noticed the last few weeks when it rained, we had pretty good qualifying efforts. So I guess we need more rain, but we focus a lot on our race setup, and I think we're going to have a pretty good car today. We weren't quite as good as we needed to be. This track, it's hot today. I mean, it's not hot, but it's hotter than it's been. Track's going to get real slick. Grip's going to come way down. And that's typically when we run our best. I say that, and Atlanta was real low grip last week. We didn't run very well. But typically we run our best when we get a lot of green flag runs. Track gets slick. That's typically when we're our best. So hopefully we can take advantage of that today.
Well, definitely looking for a great finish out of you guys today. Moving forward, we got 2 more races after today. Finish out the 08 season, the chase for the championship. What's the goal right now for the mindset other than to get into victory lane these last 3 weeks for you guys as a team?
Well, I think the great misconception about strategies and all that stuff for racing, I mean, you just want to finish the best you can finish. I mean, we go to every race, and, we come here wanting to win a race. If during the race we determine we can't win, we want to finish second. If we determine we can't finish second, we want to finish third. One of the hardest things about our sport is when you can't win, staying focused. And it's real important because there's 42 people that aren't going to win. And finishing 6th is a heck of a lot better than finishing 12th. And I think a lot of people get turned off because they hear drivers at the end of a race say, well, it's a good point day for us. And I think people take that as saying that they came here to race for points. Really what the deal is you're just trying to make something out of something you're disappointed with. Right. And the guy that finishes second, he's not quite as disappointed as the guy that finished third. The guy that finished third, he isn't quite as disappointed as the guy that finished fourth, and so on. So, every other sport you have a winner and a loser. This sport you have a winner and a guy that ran second, a guy that ran third, a guy that ran fourth. The second place guy is not really a loser. He ain't as big of a winner as a winner, there's no question, but it's a lot different between running second and running 30th. So we try every week to finish the best we can, to put ourselves in position to get the best finish we can, and hopefully on the right days they can be wins.
Exactly. Talk a little bit about the chase format right now. Everybody has different opinions. How are you liking that? It's been in place 2 years now.
Let me tell you something about the chase format. This is real simple. If you got a problem with the way the choice, from a competitor standpoint, if you got a problem with the way the points are laid out, there's one way to fix it. That's go out and do better. The reality of it is Jimmy Johnson's kicked our butts this year, and they've done a better job than we have. That's just the way it is. And whether you're a Carl Edwards fan, a Jeff Burton fan, or a Greg Biffle fan, you can't. The truth is the 48's done it better. And if you don't like the way that is, then go out and work harder and find a way not to let them do that next year. And that's just the way it is. So I like the point system. I think that the chase is fun. I think that it makes it more exciting. But, you know, not every Super Bowl goes down to the last play of the game. Not every major league, you know, this year the World Series ended in 5 games. You know, it wasn't a 7-game series. You never know what you're going to get. So I think talking about changing the system is kind of crazy in my opinion. The real deal is the teams need to be looking at themselves saying, how can we do better so that we make the chase more exciting? That's what the real deal is.
Exactly. It's a very good way to put it. Like I said, moving forward, we've got 2 more races after today. Moving into 09, got a couple down months. Any big plans, big vacations plans, going to get away from the sport a little bit and relax in those 2 months?
No, we're not. Honestly, we're just not as competitive as we want to be. We're not terrible, but we want to be the best. And the only way to do that is go to work. And we're testing. We test next week. We test the week after that. We have testing every week until early December. And we're gonna work all winter. I mean, honestly, we're just gonna work and try to get better. I got, you know, I'm 41 years old. I can goof off when I'm 50, but right now it's time to work.
Well, talking about improving yourself for 09, why don't you tell us a little bit about what we can expect in 09? New sponsorship coming on board as well?
Yeah, you know, we've had a great association with AT&T for a long time. They've been an incredible sponsor. Obviously, you guys know the news there, and AT&T is gonna not be involved in the Cup level of racing next year. There's been a great association with them, and it's been a lot of fun. Met a lot of great people, and they've done a lot of cool things around motorsports. But they're going to move on, and we're really fortunate to have Caterpillar coming in. Caterpillar has been a sponsor of our sport for a long time, and we're real fortunate to be able to work with Caterpillar. I see you got Cat Generator over there, so that's good. And you know, we're really lucky. I mean, we're really lucky to have a company like Caterpillar that's so strong and so committed to motorsports and the fans of motorsports. We're really lucky. So that'll be the deal next year. We got this year isn't over. You know, I know that Jimmy Johnson's got a big point lead, and if they go out and finish 5th in the next races, they're going to win a championship. But they're not guaranteed to do that. And so our goal is to get ourselves 2nd in points, so that if something does happen in 48, we can take advantage of it. Other people have had problems, and that means that they can have problems too. So our focus is on this race, and then the 2 races after that. And we go out and pay attention to our business, and you never know what can happen. And that's what we're trying to do, is just go out and get good finishes and try to win some races. And again, it's, you know, you guys that watch the racing long enough to know the fastest car doesn't always win, because stuff happens. And we want to be in position if stuff happens.
Exactly.